Hello and welcome to the Six Hockey Player Interview Series, where we get the chance to sit down with some recent draftees from the OHL Priority Selection. Rain, this is a very exciting time in the lives of some special young men.
Oh, 100%. And right now on the line, we have Aidan Carolan, a recent draft pick of the Oshawa Generals, his hometown team. So this is a pretty cool opportunity to get to speak with them. Aidan, how you doing today, and how you feeling?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me out here.
It's a pleasure, man. So, right off the top, we'll make it easy for you. Take us through the draft day process. Who were you with? Who was that first congratulatory phone call from?
Well, I was sitting around the TV with my family, my mom, my dad, and it was an exciting time. I got the phone call from the general scout, and I was so excited. I was, I grew up watching the Oshawa Generals. It's just a great organization to get drafted to, and I'm still so excited to be part of that team.
100% might be a dream come true considering you've been in the organization pretty much your entire career. So, as a OHL fan and also just watching junior hockey pretty much my entire life, I want to ask you, where were you when Anthony Cirelli scored the goal to win the Memorial Cup?
I believe I was watching that one on TV. That was a great goal. That was a great year for the Oshawa General organization, and hopefully in the years to come we can make something like that happen again.
I love the confidence. And Ray had mentioned this has been an organization you're very familiar with. You grew up in Oshawa, part of the junior general system, and then you get drafted to the big show at the major junior club. What's that like? You've been with the organization the whole time. People know who you are and they've seen you before. How does that instill confidence in you that the same organization was willing to pick you in the OHL selection?
Yes, definitely. I played my entire life as an Oshawa minor general, and now to become a Oshawa general is something that I am very much looking forward to, and I'm just so excited. I've grown up in Oshawa my entire life, and it's just the perfect place for me to go and continue my hockey career in.
Yeah. So speaking of your time in playing in the Generals organization, obviously the GTHL, everyone's trying to play there. So and you stayed in Oshawa. So I wanted to ask you, what was it like to just play with the same group of guys for your entire childhood, and the bond that you built with some of the boys on that team?
Yeah, so we definitely had a great bond. Everyone on that team, we were all brothers, and growing up with them, going to the same schools as most of them, we were a tight group, and I have a lot of lifetime friends that have come out of my hockey career in Oshawa so far, and it's a great place to play hockey, and I had a great minor hockey career here.
Yeah, and you're gonna get to keep playing hockey there, and as your career develops, you need to put on a little bit more strength as the boys get a little bit bigger, maybe a little bit more skill. How have you been spending the time in during the pandemic? Because you can't be stagnant. You've always got to be working. Where have you contributed those hours?
Yeah, I've been working out as much as I can. I've been working on a home gym in my basement here, going outside for runs, bike rides, sprints. I've been doing it all, so I'm keeping in shape, and I'm getting on the ice as soon as I can, and I'm going to do as much as I can this summer to be the best I can for training camp.
You talk about your relationship with your teammates. I've heard some people around the organization call you Cappy. Can you shed a little light on where that nickname comes from?
Yeah, I've been captain of the team for a couple of years now, quite a few years, and it's just kind of a nickname that stuck, and yeah, there's not really much to it. It's just the kind of a nickname that's been put on me. So
He's got that heavy shoulder.
Been wearing it for a while.
So, Aiden, I want to ask you, about your skill set, and what do you think stands out for you as a player, and what do you think you can bring to the next level?
So I would say my strengths would be skating and puck control. Like, I'm a power forward, I would say. Something I could work on. I mean, I can work on everything. I think everyone can work on everything, but I would like to work on converting my chances just a little bit more, giving myself more space to have some more chances, and make sure I'm burying most of my chances that I get.
It's an impressive skill set to have. And I mean, if we speak to the raw numbers, you were almost a point a game in 2019-20 and a pretty even distribution of goals and assists. And, it does take some confidence to put the puck in the back of the net that often, but also some poise to find your teammates that often. How do you balance that between being a scorer and being a playmaker?
I just go out there and play. I play my game. Whatever comes, whatever happens on the ice happens. I can score goals, but I like to think of myself as a pass first player. Yeah, I had a good year that year, and I'm hoping to have many good years ahead.
I wanted to ask you about, playing in the OMHA and also, sort of the knack that comes with it. A lot of people, when they cover the OHL draft, like to solely focus on the GTHL. So I wanted to ask you, the competition in the OMHA and, some of the battles that you had against a lot of very good teams there.
We got great teams here. Quinty, YSC. There's a lot of competition. We're a team that in the past hasn't been so strong, but we've been working on ourselves, and we came out in 2019 and we had a good year, and there's some great competition here. I enjoy playing on in the league here, and it's great. I love it.
Yeah, and there's certainly competition, but I don't think I'm speaking for myself when I say that you probably could have played in the GTHL. You do have the required skill set, a good player in your own right, but you chose to stay in the OMHA and with the Oshawa Generals organization. So, what did it mean to you to stay close to home during your minor hockey career, and be able to have that support system around you that you had grown up with your whole life?
Yeah, staying close to home is it can be important. You got your family, you got your friends, a lot of support around you, and it meant a lot staying in Oshawa, and I'm happy that I can continue to stay in Oshawa.
100%. As you start to get a little bit older and start to phase out of the minor hockey system, I wanted to ask you, what was your favorite minor hockey experience? And I guess the OMHA Championships is also like a prime example of a great experience. So, what was it like playing in that tournament and also your minor hockey experience as a whole?
There's so many great experiences I've had in minor hockey. I don't know if I can just pick one, but just tournaments as a team, late night games, going like Kingston, going to Barrie, playing some games. There's so many things I can pick from, but I would just say the whole experience in general. It's been fun. And I've enjoyed it a lot.
You mentioned those trips to Kingston and Barrie. You're going to be making some trips with the major junior club as you go all over Ontario and into the States occasionally to play some of those teams. But the arenas are a little bit different. The opposing fans will be in their full force to be cheering against you guys. So how do you mentally prepare yourself for this next step when you know that there's going to be more scrutiny from people outside of your organization?
I'm just gonna go out there and play. I'm not gonna think too much about the outside activities going on. I'm gonna love the fans wherever I play. It's gonna be exciting, and I'm looking forward to it.
I've got one last question for you myself. And I mean, you move through this whole process, through the draft, through your minor hockey career, all this stuff. There's always so much going on. Is there one person that you can point to that you really want to thank for helping you make this journey that was always there for you when you needed them to be?
There's many people I could thank. My parents, my dad, my mom, pushing me through everything, motivating me, getting me to those late night games in Kingston and Barrie, and definitely my coach. I had a great coach, Tony Stabile. He's really helped me and my team out in the last couple of years, and he's really helped me develop as a player. And there's a lot of people I can thank, but those three people really stand out right now. So.
Aidan, I appreciate you taking the time to speak with us. I think you're a hell of a player and you've got one hell of a future, and I can't wait to see what you do at the next level.
Thank you very much for having me here.
It was an absolute pleasure. Aidan Carolan, a recent pick of the Oshawa Generals in the OHL Priority Selection. I'm Liam Crothers for Rain Hernandez. We appreciate you tuning in to the 6 Hockey Player Interview Series. And until next time, we'll see you.